Yes, it's me. You're wondering why this good-looking dragon is participating in a deadly car combat. Well, it's all started at the pub. We should watch the Twisted Metal series. It's gonna be great, guys.
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't know.
Ah, come on, Beast. It's gonna be fun. You get wild when you get too excited. Only when I'm playing. Come on, you're missing all the fun.
Alright, I'm in.
Hell yeah! Drinks on me, guys. Well, the whole thing's got out of the control very fast after a couple of drinks. I don't recall much the detail before we stole the ice cream truck.
I fucking knew it. It ended up like that.
Well, things got worse when we realized the truck we stole belonged to Sweet Tooth himself. It was not bad, wasting a couple of peoples.
At least it's Los Angeles, not a big casualty there. Say, where's Beast?
I don't know, maybe he went to take a leak?
There you are, boys and girls. You think that taking my truck causing all this wonderful carnage? I feel generous that I won't kill you two.
Duh. So yeah, that's how it went. That bastard took my friends away and I'm participating in the Twisted Metal tournament to get him back.
Twisted metal, a brutal ride. No escape, nowhere to hide.
Twisted Metal, the grandfather of all card combat. Without that game, we never got games like Interstate 76, Vigilante 8, Star Wars Demolitions, and Twisted Metal Black. Now the series is thankfully revived of the public interest thanks of the TV series, which the season 2 is almost in the doorstep by the time the video got released. Despite never owning any of the PlayStation era of Twisted Metal, my first console was a PlayStation. I never had a lot of games compared to the PlayStation 2, but friends and relatives did have the PlayStation with games. It shaped my love of the console and gamings. When I learned how to use emulators, especially EPSXE as my first emulator, I used during my late teen years to play PlayStation games I never beat. Some of the game I owned due to the lack of memory cards I did not have back then, up playing games that were from friends and family. I cannot remember most of them, but with time I did recall the majority of their games. And of course, games I never heard before. This is where I got introduced to the Twisted Metal series, from the first up to Small Brawls. I ended up getting the second hand of Twisted Metal 2012 with a working code for Twisted Metal Black. Yes, the European version of Black. The worst version you can have. I highly do not recommend to play that version. With the upcoming season 2 of Twisted Metal TV series, I decided to replay all the PlayStation era of Twisted Metal. What better way to replay the first that started it all? Twisted Metal.
Twisted metal, a brutal ride. No escape, nowhere to hide.
The first thing I need is a car. There are different types of vehicles with different stats, handling, speed, armor and special weapon, which you have to adapt to a different playstyle, depending on what the car you pick up. Speed and handling is quite self-explanatory, high speed and better at turning. Crimson Fairy have the best stat for both, perfect for a hit and run tactic. While Sweet Tooth, Darkseid and Hammerhead don't have such luxury. They require a lot of turbo to run away, if they have to deal multiple opponents at the same time. But they do compensate with armor, meaning they take a ton of punishment before the car kicks the buckets. There's one last thing, the special. Every car has different special weapons. Mr. Grimm have the most powerful special compared to all, but there's two downside. It takes longer to charge and it's compensate due his vehicle have the weakest armor in the competition. It's the perfect glass cannon. Can afford to be reckless, while compared to Queens of Fury, he have the weakest, but he can have a lot of ammo and change faster. The others have okay to average at best. Oh yeah, I almost forgot one thing. The ram damage. Darkseid and Warhog are infamous for the insane run damage. They can tear any car whose armor are average or lower. They can rip any car like a paper if I decide to play bumper cars with them. Especially Warhog, since its stats are pretty decent, it's the perfect vehicle for any beginner, but I'm not a goddamn rookie. Here's the car. The Spectre. A classic American muscle car. Good speed and handling, weak armor, but special. The ghost missiles, despite looking like a truck missiles when launching, it can go into walls and objects. Perfect to snap enemies at a safe distance. Sure, I have to play the hit and run tactic on that one.
Twisted metal, a brutal ride. No escape, nowhere to hide.
If you enjoyed this content and want me to keep making this type of content, please like and subscribe to this video. Now, back to surviving. Wish me luck. It's showtime at Duel Arena. My opponent, Yellow Jacket. The arena is quite small, only fit for a 1v1. This is the only level in the entire series that would be like that, not counting the boss fight. It fits well to learn the rope. Breaking objects can reveal items inside. You need during combat, and there's no spot to heal, so you better be smart and fast. Despite the fact that I love Spectre, I don't like the special in this incarnation. It is unreliable at times, but when it does, it hits hard. But it's annoying me that its irrational movement can be easy to miss. For a small arena, putting in mind and not paying attention can backfire hard, but no worries. That was easy, not even breaking sweat. Next up, the Warehouse District. This time, 3 opponents. And god damn it, Mr. Grimm and Warhog are there. Once I left Calypso Warehouse, now it's where the fun begins. The place is not big, so I have to be careful not to let them tell my back. But I have to be careful that SWAT team are now present for now on. This guy will shoot at me, so I have to get rid of them before they strike. Also, now they have the charging place to fix my car. But once I use one of them, they are out. Sure, they can go back on, but I never figure it out if it's due time or running into civilians. Damn it! Mr. Grimm was expecting me. Time to run away. The AI are not pushover. Sometimes they pull out trap like that, where you least expect it. It is more balanced in terms of using normal weapons and special. Don't expect them to constantly spam their special all the time, compared to his sequel. Oh boy. I can't wait when I'm going to talk about that game. Because for this game, whew, it's something alright. With the last opponents down, next stage, freeway free for all. This time, this is actually one of the worst levels of Twisted Metal. It's a simple circle circuit. That most of the time you try to search for opponents who are in the opposite side. It's just a big empty level with nothing interesting going on. No civilian or dog walking. Yet, there's another level later on who have the same issue but with different reason. It is the perfect time to talk about the weapons pickup. A few of them will be back in Twisted Metal 2 as a special move. The freeze missiles, the mines, and the radar missiles. The radar missile is pretty good to fight back against an opponent that is right behind you, to make them stop following you or to finish them off. While the mine is a double-edged sword, sure it can damage your opponent, but it can damage you back if you don't pay attention. The freezer, not a fan of that, cause it barely froze your opponent, while there's the spring, oil spike, and rear flame are pretty much worthless. You rather avoid this, due it takes space on your ammo limit. Yeah, I'm glad they don't come back in later games. The main weapons you are going to use most of the time are the machine guns and missiles. The machine guns is your primary guns. For all vehicle, sure it's pretty weak, but it's unlimited ammo. Yet there's one downside. It will heat up over time when you use it, and you have to wait till it's cooled down before using back. You pretty much use that against the SWAT team, since they go down easily. Next is the normal missiles. Normal damage with a bit of a homing in it. The homing missiles, like the name say, it's homing a target opponent. Slight weaker to the normal missiles. And last, the power missiles. It's backup punch, but better have a good aim, cause it doesn't have homing capability. It just goes straight line. They are extremely rare to the point you can't take them out and you won't notice they are even in this game. Another level down. Sadly I lost a life, but it's fine, we passed the halfway point. Next up, River Park Rumble. One of the best levels the game offers. It's an improvement of warehouse districts. For starter, the middle of the map is a bridge in a park. There's also a high skating rink. If you drive, it has its own high physics. Neat little detail there. There's ramps on both at the end of the site. Very useful for a quick getaway or getting to the other sides. And slow and average speed cars have to use turbo to manage the jump. But a fast vehicle can easily do without issue. If not, you can drive on the river. Also a good cover if things are getting hot. This is easy to navigate compared to the previous that's literally a NASCAR track. Damn it, I am on my last life. And the next is, oh boy, Assault on Suburbia. This is the biggest opponent's number so far. 8 opponent drivers. Damn it, I have to play smart. I'm down to my last life, dealing with that many cars. I don't think I can handle it for too long. Wait, what if... Could I manage to go to that spot? If so... maybe I can cheese the stairs to my advantage. Not quite. Come on. Yes, I did it. Let's see. Whoa, no. Back up a little bit. Okay. Looks like I am on a safe spot. Okay. Let them fight each other. Remember when I mentioned that there's another bad level? Well, this is the one. Not by the design and looking, cause it's actually the most appealing tracks. So, what is my issue with it? It's goddamn big. You got the suburbia area. In the middle of it, it's the canal links to all the area, and outside is the freeway. It's way too big. While freeway level, one group stay on the other side, you have to drive till you catch up. Suburbia, it's cracked up to 11. Going to the freeway, almost very rare you find driver, unless they span there at the beginning. I do believe it's the same size as freeway, which is insane. You can spend minutes on here farming ammo and turbo without being bothered by the opponents. I don't know why it's designed like that. Just give me a moment. Nope, they are not dead yet. So, this is the backstory of the game development. Normally, all these levels were supposed to be connected as one, but due to technology and the limitation of the PlayStation hardware back then, it could not work. But they did try again years later with the cancelled Harbor City that is playable. It's quite amazing to be honest, and with the current technology, this could work an open world Twisted Metal. As long as the map is not huge like GTA 5 or any Far Cry, make a small world map with memorable area like Vice City or San Andreas. Well, after this explanation, let's see if everyone is dead. One left? That's fine. At least I can deal with that without issue. Done. And let's go for the final showdown in rooftop combat. This time just 3. Not bad, I can handle it. This is my favorite level. Fighting on a roof of buildings, falling off and you die. I can see why all installments of Twisted Metal have at least one rooftop level. The main building have a pyramid glass. Once you break, you can go inside, and it's the holding spot for healing, so be very careful. To get out, you just drive to the corridor and jump toward the next building. All these buildings can be accessed with a ramp, or not, as long as you do keep the gas on. This is one of the levels that any car can do to jump to the other side without the need of turbo. It's possible you could force your opponent falling off the building, but I could never do that. But I do recall one time the AI have a dumb moment. It died off screen because I was not in the area when it happened. Look at all that death. I made it. What? Oh god. Minion. Yup, there is a final boss. Minion. How do I describe? It's a goddamn tank. Okay, technically it's an APC by Bahamut. This thing is hard as rock. But wait, there's more. Especial is literally everyone's special in one. Yes, even my special ghost missile. So, my advice, you have to gain the high ground against him. Any homing missiles are very good, and when you get up, use the power missiles to give a special fuck you to him. And run away as fast as you can. Do not try close combat to him unless you want to get wrecked very fast. Once you take Minion down for good, I am the winner of Twisted Metal. So it's time to get my prize and meet Calypso in person. We arrive. Drinks on me. We need to prepare to get Beast out of there before that maniac clown find him. Drink is on me. We need to prepare to get Beast out of there before that maniac clowns find him. I just need a moment before I join you. Well, do I recommend you play Twisted Metal? It is quite complicated. If you're curious, at least you spend an hour to beat or afternoon if you want to finish with everyone. My issue is the later sequels does improve a lot. Level design, graphic, gameplay, and AI. Okay, maybe the last one is a far-fetched belief when we reach that game. Now, the big question, is Twisted Metal the best of the best? Well, it is technically the first entry of the card combat genre. I do not believe it was the best, but I do believe that Twisted Metal should be more of a standard of what card combat should be. Do keep in mind, I will review the rest of the series and other games on the same genre, but so far the first has been my favorite one out of them all. Some people will disagree with me, but I find the first Twisted Metal game enjoyable. However, since I will revisit them sometime in the future, my opinion could be swayed. After rescuing Beast, I was planning to a trip to Silent Hill, but since by the time the video is uploaded on YouTube, the Twisted Metal Season 2 is already out. This is going to be the next review, since I did fail to do the first season when it came out. This time, I won't miss that one. Expect a review of Season 2. This is Doc Voltaire, your Doc Dragon of the Internet. See you next time.
Only the twisted survive.